discuss first step here. This is Android history. So this was like this Android history has started in year of 2013, sorry, 2003. So the person called Android means Android has invented by the person called Android Rubin. So he started that and that R&D has started with him. So that time he done this done. So yeah, basically Andrew Rubin was a Java developer. So he was a Java developer, but one day he went to a shop to buy one digital camera. So that time he seen that price. Then he compared that price with normal price. So then he surprised by seeing that price. Why? Because that price is very huge compared to the normal. So that by seeing that he surprised because on those days that is more than 10 times compared to this price. Then he compared that what is the difference between normal and this. Then he concluded one point. So there is a one small difference, that is only the software. So the difference between these two is the software. So then he decided that like for the small software, why we could install this much? Why can't we do the next level? Like why can't we do the R&D on this? Means why can't we go such a things? Why can't we implement a software? So like lot of questions came into his brain. Then he started one company name called Android Inc. The company name called Android Inc. So then that is not work with single person, right? So that three members of his friends also joined with him. Three members of his friends also joined with him. Then, so they started R&D. That is for the application. Say they're supposed to create a software for digital camera for this. So that's why, okay, they went up to level 10. So from 2003 onwards, they started only by 2005. So they got a one structure. Like say they said, if we go in this way, so we can able to get the solution. But from last 2 years, so they are spending the complete time on this R&D and they are not doing any job. So that's why they don't have the funds to go to the next level. So for that reason, so then they approached many companies, including Nokia and whatever the mobile manufacturers are there on those days. Each and every company they approached, but they not even, I mean, no one has not supported them. Then finally they went Google. So Google has accepted their request, that is in the 2007. So Google has accepted their request and invested some amount on this company, right? While they are investing, so there are some terms and conditions in between this Google and these people. So those are like first one, it is always, it is always open source. So it is always open source. So they concluded that it is always an open source because they developed this under OHA. OHA means open and set aliens. So under this community, they developed this. So because of this is always, it should be the open source. Right, this is the first. Then after that, the first version, it is for digital camera. Then after, they're supposed to release the next version is for the mobile application. This is not always mobile application. Then after that, so mobile OS, operating system. Then after that, development environment, then store, where the users can download that. So these all are their features. So they explained these all the things to the Google, and Google also accepted these all. Then it is finalized. This open. This is the agreement between these two. It is finalized. Right. So once these all are finalized, so then they got the funds to work on next level, right? So by 2007 end, so by 2007 end, they released the first version for the digital camera. So digital camera software they released. So digital camera software they released on 2007, right? After that, in the year of 2008, so in the year of 2008, so they released the next, that is for with the HTC mobile, with HTC mobile. So they released the mobile application with Android mobile. So Android mobile, first Android mobile has released in 2008, with HTC, right? With HTC, it is released. Then, so they are okay with that. That is released in HTC. So, but other people are not showing any interest to do this one because whatever as of now they are using, those all are the stable version of the apps they are using. But this is the newly, so it has a feature scope or not, they don't know. And also it does not stable so far. So that's why the people are not sure. Okay. Anyhow, they continued that R&D in 2009. Again, one more mobile released with HTC only, that is as an operating system. Previous one, like it is a basic mobile, but that is with software with Android that is released. And the next version is released with the operating system. So it is released as an operating system in 2009. Right. Then after, so 2009 HTC then released here like this, right? After that year, by 2010, even if it is released operating as operating system, also the people are not showing any interest on this environment as well. So that is the reason. Again, they went to the next level. That is, they released development environment in 2010, and also they released here the Play Store in end of the 2009. So once they release this, so then once the Play Store is available, because previously this is no apps are available, and here the Play Store is available, and also Google people has uh, added some of the features into this, like some of the apps they added in this environment. So by seeing that, so okay, the people has okay, then they decided to do that. Like some of the once development environment has also released, then one by one the development companies as starting into development. Then immediately other mobile manufacturers also showed impressed on this environment. That is slowly it's happening here like this. Then after here now, there is like in this next 3 to 4 years, every 3 months or 6 months continuously releasing the multiple versions with multiple features. So then it became very huge in the short span. Right, that is like here. So in this, there are many versions are there in Android. Let me write that. So cupcake, donut, eclair, Oreo. So next gingerbread, eclair, Oreo, gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich, jelly beans, Kit Kat, lollipop, marshmallow, nugget, Oreo, Oreo. Then I got Oreo 5. QRS latest is 30. Till this, there are many versions as released in the market with many things, many versions is released. So these many versions with different features, it is released in the market, right? So it will be very simple, like very easily, it can be easily, they can manage the features, like they are updating every version wise features and all. That's the reason. These all are one by one, all versions has came in the market. See, there are some similarity also here. Like, see, if you concentrate from first version onwards, cupcake, donut, eclair, proyo, gingerbread, honeycomb ice cream sandwich, jelly beans, Kit Kat, lollipop, marshmallow, nugget, Oreo, pie, and QRST. So these are like all are in alphabetical order, and also these all are the some similar like dessert names. So the bakery item names, because Android Rubin and these right. So before we enter into the actual Android development, so we supposed to know the features of this. Like each year, each version has some features as well as some design. So we try to understand this wise this like version wise features as well as the drawbacks. So, but before going to that, here each and every version has one SDK. SDK means it is a software development. So software development kit. So using this, like each version has the specific SDK version, SDK kit. So that SDK kit, we will see what are the things we'll develop that each and every SDK, like the development related, the features related, that features and properties, all we can access from this SDK side. Next here, each and every has one more, that is API. So that is the application program interface. So this is the application program interface. This is the communication between the app and the layer version. So that is it. So each version has here two things, that is SDK and API. How this communication is happening? After installation of the Android Studio, I will explain you this. Right. So So far it is clear, right? You have any questions? So Prithvi or Savin, have any questions? No questions? Can we move on to the next step?
Yes, we can move on to the next step.
So we will see next is the version by speech. So here now, first version we see that is the cupcake, right? So now here, the version by features we will concentrate. First one is the cupcake. So initial versions, it has very less features, but those all are just we try to understand how that flow is going on, like from the basic we are seeing. So this is released on 2009. So, but just now I said that Android first mobile has released in 2008. But here, whatever the features we are considering as when this is became as operating system, from there onwards we are capturing this, right? So in this, the first feature is auto rotate. Now the screen, how we are auto rotating, like portrait to landscape, landscape to portrait, right? So that auto rotate previously, those are that feature is not available. Now that is the first option here in this. Next is the dictionary. So dictionary option. So dictionary option as sorry. Dictionary option as enabled in this version. Next is the copy paste. Now we can copy paste everywhere, but now here in this version, it is available only in a browser. Copy paste only in browser. Apart from the browser, you cannot do this activity outside this. Also, like some of the widgets that is introduced, like widgets like analog clock, calendar, next music player. So such kind of few widgets as introduced in this. So these are all the features in this version. Only these are the 3 to 4 features in this version. Right. Next, we'll enter into the next version. So in next version, that is donut. So this donut is also released in the same year, that is in 2009. This is 2009 in the month of April. This is in the month of April, and this is in the month of September, almost after 6 months. This version has released. So in this, what are the features we will see here? Donut. So first here in this that is the quick search, like Google search. Now quick search feature is available, like how the Google search simple it will come here. That is the one. Next is the VPN connection. So we can able to connect the virtual private network using this, and voice search feature as introduced. Voice search, like nowadays it is okay Google or Hey Siri, like such kind of thing. It is introduced here. Next is the battery indicator, like how much the battery percentage is there. So that indicator as introduced, battery indicator, like for battery percentage indicator, it is showing that. And next is the Google Play. So in this 90 Google Play Store installed, right? Google Play Store also introduced in this version. And for volume control, gesture volume control. Like see here, gesture means it is some kind of animation. Like see, my mobile is here. Now, for example, I received a call. If I rotate, just if I swipe my phone, automatically volume will be reduced, right? That kind of efforts we can say as a gesture animation. So that gesture animation has introduced in this version. So guys, if you have question, so because these all are not that much of fully important, that's why just I'm moving quickly. From which version onwards it is important. From their version onwards, I'll go a little bit slow. If you not understand any point, just let me know. I'll explain that point once again. Right. So the next version that is Eclair. So this Eclair is the version. This is the third version. So even this is also in 2009 itself, 9 total. After 1 month only, this has introduced. So after 1 month, this has introduced. So in this, the like first year Here they got one drawback. That's why they released this is a Bluetooth. Here not supporting Bluetooth, not supporting in this version. That is the drawback here. So that's why this version has released quickly. So first option here, Bluetooth issue resolved. Bluetooth issue resolved, right? That is the first. Then after that, virtual keyboard, like whatever now we are using the virtual keyboard, right? Previously that time it is a physical keyboard. Now there is a virtual keyboard. So virtual keyboard has introduced here. Next is the we can build dynamic apps. Dynamic apps means which can communicate with the server. So dynamic apps. This is for developer perspective. So this dynamic apps we can build. So from this version, dynamic apps we can build this version. Next is the so dynamic apps we can release. Next to zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. This is in browser only. That to Chrome browser, not other browser, because Chrome browser belongs to Google. This is also belongs to Google. That's why it is. So these are 4 features, and here we got one drawback, that is it not supporting for the no Adobe support. Adobe means like we know that Adobe, like nowadays we are not using that much of importance, but those days like for animation or the movie clips and PDF readers that completely dependent on this Adobe. So that's why that is not supporting here this version, right? Next version here, that is a Proyo. So this Proyo, this is in the month of May 2010, around 6 months. This is released here. So here, first it supports the Adobe. Whatever the drawback is there, that it supports the Adobe. Then multi-touch. So like last time, the virtual keyboard has introduced, like similarly is a multi-touch, means with the previously we touch with the sticks. Now we can touch with the fingers. That is a multi-touch. And then next is the day and night mode. So user can have that, means developer can set up the app with the day and night mode. So day and night mode. Then one security has introduced, that is a device policy manager feature has introduced. Like some of the applications are saving the username and password. So that's why device policy manager, even if you want to store that, you have to store in the form of the encryption and decryption format. So that's why device policy manager has introduced. And also from this version onwards, we can plan the data backup. So data backup also we can use from this version onwards. And crash reporting. So this is main important for the developers, like because once I release the app in here, so I don't know who install my application. So that time what happens, unfortunately, my app is crashed in Samsung Android 13, so that we don't know. But if we enable this crash report, immediately we'll get an email, so-and-so version, your app is not working because of so-and-so issue. So that we can resolve and we can re-upload that, so that that issue will be fixed. That's like that it is introduced. Next is the hotspot. So from this version onwards, user can share his data to other people. That is hotspot which has introduced. And here got drawback, no internet calling. So those days, internet calling means it is mostly the Skype calling. So that Skype calling is not supporting in this version. So that is a major drawback here. So that is here. Next version. So the next version, which is introduced, that is a Ginger, right? So this is in the month of December 2010, in the same year, right? So here the first it is resolved, it is supporting an internet calling. So internet calling, immediately it is supporting, like the issue has resolved, then it is supporting. Next is the copy paste option everywhere, copy paste everywhere. Everywhere means where the possibility is there, that everywhere. Then next supports the third-party keyboards, supports third-party user can install from the Play Store as introduced. From there, you can install the third-party keyboards. So keyboards. Then data encoding. So data encoding. And here the major issue that is not support multi-core processor. It is not supporting for the multi-core processor. Multi-core processor means as of now, this has developed with only with the one manufacturer, that is HTC. But suddenly other manufacturers are asking, so it's not supporting that. So that is a major issue here. So then immediately that issue is resolved in the next version. So that is in the month of Feb 2011, this version has released. So in the month of this, it is released. Here now, so here that is first, it is the issue has resolved. It is supporting for the multi-core processor. Supports multi-core processor. Multi-core processor. Multi-core processor, but it supports only for the tablets. So because those days the mobile and tablet has major difference. So tablets having with high configuration, mobiles having that very less configuration of hardware and everything. That's the reason this is not supporting. So that is introduced. So that from this version onward, they announced that if you want to come this, you should come with a minimum of this hardware specification. They know it support like that. They introduce that. That is the thing. And the next over here, HTTP live streaming. So live streaming, it can support for the live streaming, like like videos and TV. So that kind of live streaming, it can support. I think this is the honeycomb. Next. So next version is ice cream sandwich. So ice cream sandwich. So this is in the month of November 2011. This is introduced. So here now, home screen folder, all banking related applications we will add in a single folder, so that the banking profile that is introduced. And the next is the virtual button. Virtual button has created. Virtual button on a UI. Next is the swipe to clear notifications. Just by swiping that, you can clear the notification. Swipe to clear notifications. That is right. Next is the screenshot sharing. Whatever the screenshot you took, that screenshot you will able to share. Next is the, I think in this version, this only. So next is the jelly beans. So the jelly beans also here. Next here, some of the features in jelly beans. So that is jelly beans. This is June 2012. So June 2012, it is introduced. Here in this autocomplete, like Google search, like once I'm searching that, it will show hints, right? So that is a good autocomplete text to view as introduced in this. Next is the sum of the user interface, smoother UI. So UI related as of now, they're not considered. So that's why UI related concentrated and the multi-language. So from here, it supports the multi-language. So multi-language supports the multi-language. And the location accuracy. The location accuracy has updated it. So this is the jelly beans, right? Next version. So that is KitKat. So this has introduced September 2013. September 2013, the KitKat version has introduced. So in this first one is the battery management. So battery management. Battery management. Okay, Google feature has introduced. Next is the cloud storage. So cloud storage has introduced like images, contacts, so that we can able to save this. And also we can connect the Wi-Fi printer. Wi-Fi printer. Next is the multitasking. User can do at a time that multitasking. So this all are in this one, right? Next year, so that is the lollipop. So here this version is October 2014. Here the major change, the completely architecture has changed to 64-bit architecture. Previously, it was 32, now 64-bit architecture. It changed as a 64-bit architecture. So the completely architecture has updated here. And this version onwards, it support for the watch to TV. Means very low resolution to high resolution, it supports this. And because of the 64-bit, more security has introduced, more secure. It became as a more secure this version. So these are like in this version. Because only the major architecture has changed, no features has concentrated. The next marshmallow. So this is May 2015. So in this design changes as per the 64-bit design changes updated as per the 64-bit. Next is the Google tap on, like even in lock also, Google tap on feature, like tapping a Google tap on feature has introduced. So by tapping that Google page is open, that is tap on. And okay, Google has updated here. Previous it was there, but here again it is updated here. File Explorer. So like file manager feature has introduced the File Explorer. That is previously it was not there. So the people has depended on third party. Now it is introduced here. Next is the battery indicator. So previously battery indicator it will, but now it will show with the percentage. So battery level it will show that status bar, battery status with percentage that is introduced here. So percentage. Then next is the runtime permission. Security. This is security runtime. Like nowadays we install the app, it is asking that permission. So that is like you can enable the permission for this, permission for that, like it is asking, right? So that permissions it is introduced in this version. Right, next version here it is. So that is the Nagout. So Nagout. So this Nagout, it is June 2016. So June 2016, this Nagout has introduced. In this, the first is the battery. From this version onwards, this is important. And also this is like some of the features maybe from the previous version. So first is the battery power optimization. So that is first it is introduced. Battery power optimization is the first. And next is the better notification. So using the Firebase. So that better means Firebase feature as introduced from here. So using that, users can send the better notifications to the developers can send the better notification to the user. That is the one. Next is the data saver mode as added. Like once my data is reached 50 MB, it should give an alert. So that is introduced here. Arrange quick settings. So in a quick settings, like user can add and update some features. So that is introduced. Next is the enable power notifications, like power whenever this battery is less. So it will indicate that power notifications, it will show that power notification. Next is the app shortcuts on home screen. So is that create app shortcut on home screen. Next step into share. Like you want to share that, you can share like once you click that file should be shared, that is introduced. And file manager, updated file manager. So previously it was just introduced. Now it is like size wise, space wise, the file manager feature has updated in this version. So these are all the features in this version. So the next version features we will see in next class.